How's it going, everybody? Crazy here, and I'm back again with another reaction. And yeah, this one's going to be a little bit different. If you saw the title underneath the fucking video here, yeah, I'm going to be doing a reaction to a video game trailer instead of the usual metal stuff. Because you got to remember, like, yeah, as much as I love metal, and metal, I've been listening to metal since I was 4 years old. Video games has actually been my first love. I've been playing video games since 1985. I started with the ColecoVision, and on top of that, this trailer is for one of my favorite franchises of all time. I am a huge fan of Final Fantasy, and we're going to be watching the trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that's going to be coming out soon on the PS5. Now, according to this, it says that it's a release date announcement with this trailer. So I'll basically put it to you this way: when it concerns my love for this franchise, I own physical copies of every single core game of this franchise, from Final Fantasy all the way up to Final Fantasy 16, including the Famicom and Super Famicom games 2, 3, and 5, all the way from Japan. I own physical copies of those. I own a copy of Mystic Quest. I have a digital copy of 7, 8, 9, all of the stuff on Chronicles, all of the stuff on Anthology, Tactics. I used to play Final Fantasy Record Keeper on here. I do have an account with Final Fantasy 14, and I also have Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is the prequel to this game that we're going to be reviewing, as well as a lot of the Dissidia games, Crisis Core for both basically at this point, I will say, if I come across just about any fucking Final Fantasy video game, GameStop, shut up and take my money. And not to mention, like, I wanted to do something different. I've been wanting to do something different other than doing metal reaction videos, because I don't want to be like pigeonholed into doing one thing for this channel and just metal. As much as I love metal, it's a good start as far as I'm concerned, but I want to expand and I want to do more things rather than just metal and more than just music. I want to react to a lot of other things. So if you're a fan of Final Fantasy VII Remake just as much as I am, you have been anticipating the release of the second installment of this series, and we're going to watch it together. So here we go, y'all. Let me go ahead and open this up here. And splabow, let's go.
The world's ending. At least, that's what everyone's saying.
Okay, so that's interesting. So this shot, and you probably missed it. We're like 9 seconds in, and this is already a fanboy moment because of the history of the Final Fantasy story. Final Fantasy VII specifically. So basically, I'm gonna give you a little bit, in case you don't know. In Final Fantasy VII Remake is basically kind of a fuck you to the purists of the Final Fantasy VII fanboy bullshit. That's the best way that I can describe it. Now, to elaborate that, basically, Final Fantasy VII fans have been clamoring for a remake or a remaster of Final Fantasy VII ever since the PS2 came out, and it never happened. And then the PS3 came out, and they came out with a trailer of the iconic opening of Final Fantasy VII, designed to look, designed in the PS3 graphics, and everybody thought that they were working on a remaster. It didn't happen, and for years and years and years and years, the fans have been clamoring for a remaster, and then Square Enix was like, we're going to do better. We're going to do a full remake of the Final Fantasy franchise, and it's going to be in 3 games rather than 1, and we ate it up. Now, the reason why I say that this game specifically is a big fuck you to the purists is because the purists of this game, of the original game, wanted it to be shot for shot. That's not happening. Instead, basically, in this game, every once in a like it does follow the storyline a little bit, adds a lot of other content that they, from what I hear, wanted to put into the original Final Fantasy game, but couldn't be due to time constraints and due to space limitations. So they weren't able to do that. But every once in a while in this game, you end up having to fight what's known as the Arbiters of Fate. And the Arbiters of Fate don't really have a allegiance towards anybody. They are basically the purists that are trying to keep the storyline straight. And at the end of the game, before you fight Sephiroth, you end up fighting the main Arbiter of Fate. And once you defeat it, destiny is broken. And, and Cloud and party are able to go their own way. Now, at the same time, fate and destiny was tied in to what had happened in the past with the ending of the prequel to Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core. Now, in Crisis Core, you play as Zack Fair, this guy, and at the end of that game, you end up having to go up against the entire Shinra army, but to no avail. Zack ends up getting killed at the end of the game. And that was important to the storyline of the original Final Fantasy VII because Aerith used to date Zack. And so with Zack missing, it kind of like changes up her personal story then and there too. But since you defeat Destiny and you spit in the face of Destiny and you destroy Fate, it also destroys the timeline in which Zack died. So Zack, we weren't sure as fans. We weren't sure if Zack was dead or alive, or if he was going to be a playable character in the fucking game, or what the hell was going on. Now, this shot right here could possibly be a shot based off of the present time within the storyline of the game, where Zack is a pivotal character in the storyline, or this could be a shot based off of what had happened in the past. At the same time, though, if you go back even 1 second, you see that person in the background with the green top and the blonde hair? That's Elmira. That's Aerith's daughter. And just based off of what is being said at the very beginning of this, where it looks like Midgar is falling apart, it's Elmira talking.
At least, that's what everyone's saying.
This sky, I don't like it.
Okay, so here we have, I believe this town is called Junon, and you got this big, giant fucking laser cannon right here.
Ready to fire, sir.
Welcome to the New World Order.
New World Order. For life, if you know your wrestling.
Fire!
So, that right there is an important piece because that, I think, actually shows how far this game is going to go inside the storyline. Because they don't fire that big motherfucker until after Sephiroth has barricaded himself in this one specific area, and they shoot that in order to destroy the barrier. And in the middle of them firing that, one of the planet's fucking defenders, Emerald Weapon, I believe, jumps up out of the water and to try to stop the cannon from the cannon fire, and it goes right through his fucking head and ends up still destroying the barrier. And here, this is actually a pretty iconic thing because once you get into Junon, like, you have to march with the rest of the fucking troops, and you have to emulate their fucking movements, and then based on how well you do, determines whether or not you get some extra bonus fucking items.
Just close your eyes and listen. Tell me you can't hear that. Hurry.
Yep, you got Cosmo Canyon going on. This is interesting, and okay, I'm just noticing at the okay, so at the bottom right of the screen, you see their HP, MP, their limit break shit. But then you also have like these little 5 lines at the bottom. Like, I wonder what those are supposed to be. So I'm curious to know what that's supposed to stand for.
Rallying cry.
Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies.
We can overcome our fate.
Now you've got Red 13 as a playable character. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like the fighting sequences have improved a little. So, like, their attacks are they look like they're much more in sync now.
Am I the same as these monsters? Am I even human?
Okay, we're looking for Sephiroth. Think you can find him?
Oh, Sephiroth.
Kitty!
So you heeded the call too, did you?
Oh, shit!
What are you talking about?
Okay, so that's another thing too, where you get to ride on the fucking buggy. Conversation with Hojo when they're in Casa de Sol. Cait Sith is a playable character. Now, if Cait Sith's a playable character, then that also means that Yuffie is going to eventually join the fucking party as well. So that makes me wonder, are they going to also introduce Sid and Vincent Valentine as well to be playable in this in this version of the game? It kind of makes me wonder.
As you can see, your brother's down there.
Yes, they got the fucking different colored mutant chickens, the Chocobo. Nice. So they got the mountain Chocobo, which is the black Chocobo. You got the flying Chocobo, which is the green Chocobo. So if that's the case, if you're able to breed Chocobo in this game now, then that also means you can get the golden Chocobo, which you'll be able to find Knights of the Round. Hopefully they didn't forget to fucking put that in the game.
Are having a little get-together.
A segue.
They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
Yeah. I ask because I suspect they're soldiers suffering from cellular degradation.
Do not be deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Sephiroth!
Oh, he's a big boy.
Come on!
Oh, what the hell? Yep. There's Yuffie being a playable character. Okay, so this is interesting because it looks like they're combining their abilities, which is something that was introduced in the DLC for Final Fantasy VII Remake with Yuffie and Sona. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
On me.
Oh my god, they're also going to be showing this backstory when Cloud was with Sephiroth, like that storyline. So you get to play as Sephiroth in this game for just a little bit. Alexander? Odin? Chocobo Square! Oh my god, he's back. Yes, another fucking dance party. Another fucking dance party. That's awesome. And he's wearing a new outfit. Mr. Satan? The video game. Oh, they got the video arcade in there. They got the arcades in there. That's dope.
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit.
What the fuck?
A weapon?
Tutelary creatures, set only to appear when the planet is in grave danger.
Oh yeah, you gotta fight
disturb
Emerald
my
Weapon.
slumber.
Vincent!
It's upon us. The reunion. When worlds merge.
Oh my
I'm
god.
waiting, Cloud.
Oh my god. When does it come out? When does it come out? February 29th, 2024 on 2 discs. Twin pack pre-order start. Okay, so you get remake, intergrade, and Final Fantasy Rebirth just in case. But I already have it for the PS4. I have the digital version also on PS4. I paid for the intergrade upgrade, and I also have the DLC. So I probably won't need that. But still, GameStop, shut up and take my money. Jesus Christ. This is going to be fucking awesome. You're goddamn right. So, holy shit. Like, I am ready, dude. February cannot come fast enough. This nerd is definitely going to be doing some shit with that. Now, with that in mind, I am going to address this too. So, I think I might end up playing this. I'll put a link in the description for my video game channel here on YouTube, and I'll do a replay of Final Fantasy VII. I'm not sure if I'll go live with it or if I will do standalone videos on it yet, but just make sure you go over there, like, rate, subscribe to this channel, go to that channel and fucking subscribe to that one as well. I will be putting up videos on there very shortly. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching that with me. I'm ready. I'm excited for this. Like, as I said before, I love Final Fantasy, and I'll be looking forward to seeing that. And this will be also like the 4th or 5th time I've played this game all the way through. So, with that being said, I'm out of here, you guys. Don't forget, like, share, rate, subscribe, all that good happy shit. And go over to my fucking game channel and subscribe to that one as well. Alright, I'm out of here. Deuces.